going on, dudes and dudettes? So I was able to watch a movie that came out around the pandemic times, like 2020, called My Spy. And basically, the synopsis of this one is 9-year-old Sophie catches JJ, a hardened CIA operative, spying on her family during a routine surveillance operation. In exchange for not blowing his cover, JJ begrudgingly agrees to show the precious girl how to become a spy. What at first seems like an easy task soon turns into a battle of wits as Sophie proves you don't need much experience to outsmart a seasoned agent. And yeah, it's kind of like what it plays on. It's not as kidsy or cutesy as it seems like. It is kind of like a normal semi-action film, but yes, there is part of like he has to go and watch over her family because they're part of like this thing that the CIA is looking at, like her ex-father who passed away or got killed was part of something big, like part of a terrorist attack. So he kind of has to survey and watch to see if there's anything that comes up from that, or if their brother-in-law ends up doing something crazy, because he's kind of like a main suspect as of right now. But then she ends up catching them watching her, so then she kind of says, well, hey, I won't blow your cover if you kind of just teach me the stuff and try to teach her to be more confident and stuff, because she doesn't really have any friends and doesn't really know how to take care of herself and all that stuff. So they kind of build a relationship like that. And then she also kind of secretly tries to make him date her mom and all this stuff, because her mom is obviously single since her dad is no longer in the picture. But yeah, overall, I did like it, even though it came out around that time. And it's even directed by Peter Segal, who did like Tommy Boy and 51st Dates, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, overall, it's a pretty good comedy. I think Dave Bautista has obviously become a better actor. But if you're looking to have just a little bit of fun, watch this movie on Amazon Prime and have it on in the background, then I definitely say give it a check out. A little bit of more miscellaneous news that happened around before a couple weeks ago. There was a Jackass movie that apparently is going to be back in theaters in June. I didn't know if it was a real movie or just the anniversary of the old one coming back in theaters, but it looks like it is going to be a brand new movie, so looking forward to that. Sinners has broken the history for the most nominated film of all time with the Oscars with 16 nominations, so hopefully they can win at least half of that, right? And then Taika Waititi's upcoming Star Wars film looks like it's still going to be happening, because he made a quote recently saying it will harness a little more of the fun from the original films. The stakes are very high and there are serious things going on, but there's also a lot of fun to be had. It's the first time like him, and I know a lot of people have been set up to make movies with Star Wars and they haven't said anything since then, but this is the first time he said something in a while, so that was good to hear. So hopefully it does end up happening in the near future for Taika Waititi and Star Wars.